Let's go. I've always loved taking something pretty ordinary and elevating it. Surprising people with moments that let them know I was really thinking of them.
What? This is probably one of the most glamorous moments of my life.
It's magic.
I'm gonna share some little tips and tricks. I see what color I gravitate to, and everything goes from there. And how you can incorporate these practices every day. That's what you want. You want that shape and texture. Come on. This is about connecting with friends. I love that we're doing this together for the first time. Making new friends. That is so good.
We're family now.
I'm just learning. Look at how much honey we have.
Do you believe in magic?
We're not in the pursuit of perfection. Woke us all up. We're in the pursuit of joy. Love is in the details.
I have to do it totally wrong
To get it totally right. Look at what we made. Guy snoring. Peaceful day.
Mehgan Markle is facing a huge amount of backlash after her newest Netflix series, With Love Mehgan, is being exposed and called fake. Now, the reason people are saying this is because the show is centered around her lifestyle where she stays at home and gardens and cooks and uses that as a way to connect with friends. Now, soon after the trailer was released, not only did people start to realize that her $29 million mansion didn't even have a spot to garden, but the show wasn't even recorded in her home. Instead, for the show, she rents a house that already had a massive pre-made garden since she doesn't have her own, and then throughout the show acts as if it's her garden, which she had a big part in raising. And while it's not weird to rent a location for a show, when that show is centered around you gardening and cooking for your friends, to imply that it's yours when it's really not is just weird. Which makes me and a ton of other people believe that the whole core concept of the show is just a total sham. But that's my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments, and make sure to follow if you want to stay up to date with the latest news.
Woke us all up. We're in the pursuit of joy. Love is in the details.
I have to do it totally wrong
To get it totally right. Look at what we made.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the Mehgan Markle series on Netflix is going to be pretty boring, and we're probably not going to get a season 2. The thing with Mehgan is she doesn't want to show her edgier side. We see the sweet side of Mehgan. We've seen the sweet side in past interviews. We know that she wants to present herself a certain way, which is totally fine. But we need to see the real side of Mehgan Markle. And I'm not saying like some evil, bad side of her. But we just need a little more edge. Everything always seems very polite. She doesn't seem to crack a joke here or there. The trailer, we get a snippet of Mindy Kaling and Mehgan just laughing at something that Mindy Kaling said. And then I know that she's having a few other guests, some names I've never heard of. I just feel like if she's going to have some celebrities on there, there needs to be some like deep conversations, some really personal questions, even on her end, things that she's answering that maybe we never knew about her. And after watching the trailer, I kind of felt like I watched the entire season. Like the cutest part was the dog at the end, and even he was snoring. I could be wrong, wouldn't be the first time. I'm gonna give it a shot and see what I think, but I think it's gonna be the same old same.
Okay, we need to talk about Mehgan Markle and her rebrand / PR glow up for 2025, which is taking place right now. Yesterday, she posted on Instagram via a Vogue exclusive, let me just make that known, that she has a new Instagram handle with the name Mehgan. The next day, on January 2nd, Netflix drops this video announcing that she has a new show debuting later this month. It seems like Mehgan is rebranding herself and doing her own PR glow up. She is positioning herself as a lifestyle wellness, Martha Stewart type person for this generation. And obviously it's perfect for Netflix because they're the ones who showed the Martha documentary and it did so well. This is why I'm always talking about everything in PR is strategically planned and timed to be so specific. I am posting content every single day, which will help you to create your own PR glow up. If you're interested, check back in. I already posted day 1 and day 2 is coming tomorrow.
Mehgan Markle, I will not be watching your cooking show. Look like you haven't eaten in 5 years.
You guys, the Ozempic has definitely traveled to the brain with this show. This trailer looks like Megan's had a lobotomy. There is not one thing I envy about this boring, sanitized lifestyle that she is trying to curate. Me. Crazy how the first half of the show literally focuses in on Mindy Kaling saying this is the most glamorous thing of her life ever.
This is probably one of the most glamorous moments of my life.
It's magic.
Are we forgetting that Mehgan Markle is the producer? She would have literally chosen that line in order to make herself look amazing. Megan is reintroducing herself as dollar store Oprah. I am not here for it. This is out of touch. It's complete crap. I mean, America has huge issues right now, and she's choosing to focus on cookie dough and balls of ice cream. No thank you, Megan. Looks like her whole saving the world charity plan has just been tossed to the wayside in pursuit of this kind of fake lifestyle that she is pushing to the middle America. No one wants your accessible version of Montecito, Megan. It looks like you're rediscovering the world. It looks like you are not the native to this situation. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.
Mehgan Markle's new show on Netflix. Let's talk about it. I implore Netflix, can you please adjust whatever slate you have with Harry and Meghan? And can we please see something where they're giving back? Like, Harry and Meghan connected on philanthropy. They've said it in their interviews. That was one of the things that instantly, I think, kind of drew them to each other. And of course, we know how much Harry did in the royal family, and we know that Meghan was a UN ambassador. So the two of them were philanthropic, and I think still are. It's just that we don't see it. So can we maybe just change tact a little bit, because this feels like something that would have worked 10 years ago, but I don't think it's going to work now. Maybe some of the TIG people might be interested in this like lifestyle TV show. I would like to see a fly on the wall documentary of what they are doing to help charities. What philanthropic work are they doing? Who are they speaking to? What presentations are they giving? What conversations are they having about how they're going to be using their power and influence to help others? That I would be interested in seeing. Meghan cooking, Meghan getting honey, Meghan doing floral arrangements, Meghan entertaining. I'm sorry, I'm not interested. And I say this like as somebody who watched Suits, was a fan. I loved the fact that when she came into the royal family, I was born and raised in Scotland. I am part, I'm Brit. So I thought she was amazing. I'm not here to hate on her at all. I think she's got a lot to offer. I think she's beautiful. I think she's intelligent. I think she's talented. I think she's an amazing speaker. There's so much that she could do, and cooking and entertaining and a lifestyle show on Netflix ain't it. I'm sorry. Am I wrong? Let me know. What do you think?
Mehgan Markle, the chess moves you made. Just one day after announcing her return to Instagram, she drops the trailer for her new cooking show, With Love, Mehgan. I have been so excited to share this with you. I hope you love the show as much as I loved making it. Wishing you a fantastic new year. Thanks to the amazing crew and team Netflix. Beyond grateful for the support and fun as ever, Mehgan. Now, from the trailer, we're definitely going to see very domestic Mehgan. It's giving California mom, has a blog, but she's taking the blog and putting it IRL. Of course, you're going to have her celebrity friends popping in for different episodes, as well as special guest chefs. Just from looking at the food that was featured in the trailer, it's giving much, California out on the vineyard. Not mad about it. Also, Mehgan, if you want to make like a cookbook or maybe just like the blog, please include the recipe for this. This looks really, we knew she was going to be launching something this year. We thought it was the blog. Turns out it's her own cooking show. The show will be dropping on Netflix January 15th, so it's in a couple of weeks. And before y'all ask, yes, Harry will be making an appearance. I just know the races are going to be activated today. I'm going to be laughing so hard. I can't wait for your show to come out, girl.
Will we ever know peace again? Mehgan Markle, the Duchess of Scamalot, just dropped the trailer for her new Netflix show, and let me just say, it was one of the most out-of-touch things I've seen in a while. Most Americans right now, most people in the world are struggling to put food on the table. They're struggling to pay their rent, to pay their mortgage. Who wants to watch an ex-duchess traipse around her mansion picking flowers? In the trailer, Mehgan Markle says she's in the pursuit of joy. Well, we all saw what happened to the last woman who tried to make joy the hallmark of her brand, Kamala Harris. She got her ass handed to her. Mehgan Markle, I don't think this series is going to go so well. Now, Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Waffle House, it's clear that their teams are trying to turn her into the next Martha Stewart. They're trying to build this lifestyle cooking brand. The big difference here is that Martha Stewart has a personality. It's clear Meghan Markle is trying to emulate Gwyneth Paltrow as well, and you guys know how I feel about Mother Goop. She's always talking about a bone broth or a salad, but at least she's authentic. She might be kind of a California cyborg, out-of-touch woman, but she seems real about it. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, right now, the average salary for an American is $62,027 a year. Mehgan Markle, she has more than that on her wrist and her hands while she's squeezing a lemon. I don't know if Meghan Markle's turned on the news recently. We have acts of terrorism every single day, cars blowing up, people driving into crowds, wars around the world, and she thinks we care about her ladybug avocado bread she's making in her mansion. I don't give a rat's ass. I'm convinced at this point that Meghan Markle has absolutely no interest in interacting with working class Americans. The world is burning, and she's like, who wants to put together bouquets on my estate in Montecito? It's almost satire at this point. Meghan Markle, she's strolling around her own personal orchard in full hair and makeup with the camera crew. Meghan, you need to leave the compound and go talk to average Americans. What's also interesting to me is that Netflix and Meghan Markle, they don't realize she's not that famous anymore. When she left the royal family years ago, we all wanted to see what she was gonna do. Now she's kind of like Grisabella from the musical Cats. Memory all alone. No, I know the 4 or 5 Meghan Markle fans that are left are gonna say I'm a hater, they're gonna say I'm racist, a misogynist. That's always what they say when you criticize Meghan Markle. Let me just tell you, I call it like I see it. I don't care if she's black, white, Asian, Indian, Hispanic, male, female, you name it. I judge everybody equally and with a fair view. I was rooting for Meghan Markle. I got up at 2 a.m. back in 2018 to watch her wedding to Prince Harry, but when she went on Oprah and insinuated that the royal family was racist, I was done with her. Meghan Markle, she knew that being a victim was profitable, okay? If she was going to rebrand and launch in America, she had to be a victim. But the fact of the matter is, if Oprah was a real journalist, she would have asked, when did this happen? How did it happen? Do you have any corroborating witnesses? No true journalist could have printed Meghan Markle's claims because she had nothing to back them up. The royal family embraced Meghan Markle. I know some people have amnesia. I know she wants to do revisionist history, but the Queen embraced her, Charles embraced her, everybody else. They threw her a massive wedding, gave her homes, cars, they let her do renovations. They gave her everything she wanted, and all she had to do was show up for some charity events and smile and wave. She wanted to have her cake and eat it too. She wanted to be a royal and to be the Duchess of Sussex, but she didn't want to do any work. She didn't want to live in the UK. So she turned around and she shanked Charles, the Queen, and everybody else. In the Queen's final weeks, the final weeks of her life after a life of service, Harry and Meghan were kicking up dirt and trouble. So for those reasons alone, I don't have much respect for Meghan Markle. I don't find her that funny. I don't find her that interesting. I don't understand why she has any fans whatsoever. I will be watching the show and reporting back because I'm a martyr. I do it for you. I'd rather make love to a piece of sandpaper than watch the show, but I'm gonna do it. And Prince Harry, you are culpable as well. You allowed this woman to come in and con the entire royal family into thinking she was some big Hollywood actress. None of us had really ever heard of her. Now she has you living back in California, doing these reality shows, and you guys said you wanted privacy. So what is it? Do you want privacy or do you want to do another reality show? All right, my friends, thanks for liking and following. Drop a comment. Tell me how you feel about Meghan Markle's new series. Will you be watching? Will you not? I will see you on the next one. Bye.
There is something better than a come up, and it is a keep going. The answer is yes. I will watch with love, Meghan. I will watch the Meghan Markle's new Netflix. Absolutely. I will watch the show. I will buy the pots. I will buy the pans. I am in. There is something better than a come up, and it is the keep going. Some of us are distracted by people telling us that we can't. Some of us are discouraged by people telling us who it is that we are. This woman has twisted and turned, but never changed. I'm going to do this thing. I want to do this thing. I'd like to do this thing. I'm going to try this thing. And instead of focusing on the come up, she's just keeping it moving. And for all of us that are getting lost in what people say about us, families and how they react to us, there's no bigger or stronger family than the royal family. And she just keeps it moving. She just keeps going. Don't worry about coming up. Just worry about keeping it moving. I'm looking forward to Meghan Markle's new show. I hope you are too. Let's keep it moving.
The way I did audibly gasp when I saw Meghan Markle pop up, I don't think you understand how here I am for the modern day people's princess. I know she's a duchess, but the modern day people's princess having a cooking show and it looks so delicious too. But you know the thing that really sealed the deal for me, and yes, Netflix, I will actually get my own account now. I have to. It was this. We're not in the pursuit of perfection. We're in the pursuit of joy. And it just is so cute. I feel like pretty obviously it's going to be kind of Martha Stewart-esque, kind of Einar Gardens, just modern, light, airy. very welcoming, and I love that because I feel like she gets to show her personality. If you guys don't remember too, she used to have a blog basically that was a lifestyle blog too, that was more, I think, centered around her time in Canada, but it was still very much about like hosting and how to, like, you know, basically be your best self. And I think she's taught a lot of philanthropy in it. I know that she kind of leaned back because she was on the show Suits that took up a lot of time. And then she married that one guy. What was his name? Oh yeah, Prince Harry. I personally really locked in. I'm excited to watch. Like I said, I will be actually downloading my own account for this so I can sit and watch. And I hope that she has stuff from American Riviera, American Orchard. I feel like that was also something that was on the back burner. But now, yeah, it's going to come full circle. I feel like it's going to be like Hearth and Home, but maybe through William and Sonoma. I don't know why I always add the and when I know full and well that there's no and. But I was just there the other day and I loved some stuff. And I was actually thinking, I was like, I wonder what Mehgan Markle was up to. And like, quite frankly, that was the thought. I cannot wait to get some lemon ginger tea and watch that show and probably buy an overpriced jam. It's going to be so fun.
Mehgan Markle has hit 1 million viewers in less than 24 hours of making her page live and active? 2025, day 2, and we're already right here, 1 million viewers. What was that people were saying? That she was washed up, it wasn't going to happen, they have nothing on the horizon. This video promoting her new project, With Love Mehgan, is already at 2 million views. Oh, I can't wait. I am so excited of what she's about to do. And we know that she does things beautifully, elegantly, almost effortlessly. So I may try to replicate some of the things that she does because I need some help with cooking. So follow me to get more Mehgan Markle content and what she's doing with Love Mehgan. So follow me here at she.wins_1 for more content on our beautiful Duchess of Sussex. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave your thoughts and comments below.
I genuinely want to know why people hate Mehgan Markle so much. Because anytime anything comes out about Mehgan Markle, people go off in the comment section about how much they hate her or dislike her. So I'm curious because I knew her from Suits, right? I enjoyed her character on Suits. And then I know that she married Prince Harry. They had the royal wedding and then they left the royal family. And I feel like that's all I really know from her, right? And then the little things that you see on social media whenever she does certain things, like her pregnancy, moving back to the United States, things like that. And people just say the worst things about her in the comment section. So I'm curious, did something more happen that like I'm not aware of, that's the reason why people hate her? Because I feel like, I don't know, she's coming out with a cooking show, right? Her and Netflix just announced that she was coming out with a cooking show. And the way that people were going off in that comment section, like, oh, I could never watch anything that she is on. I hate her. She is the worst, like saying some terrible things about her. So I'm like, what has she done? Because I feel like sometimes people talk about her like she has committed terrible crimes. And I'm not aware of those things. But do you guys like her? Do you guys dislike her? Let me know in the comment section.
Mehgan Markle, Thermopolis Rinaldi, my version of Anne Hathaway's Mia Thermopolis, just dropped her trailer for her new Netflix show, With Love, Mehgan. A glorious 1 minute and 39 seconds, a reel on her IG of little excerpts of her new show. Coming out January 15th on Netflix. I will be seated for that. This coming one day after, she literally hard launched her IG in 2025, on day 1 of 2025, and on day 2 of 2025, we are getting her trailer, which is just, I mean, I am a Mehgan Markle stan through and through, from Suits, but now even more so because she is my Duchess of Sussex, and I literally love that she still has that in her bio. Even though a plethora of people, haters and naysayers, are giving her for having this there. But you know what? I say this is who she married into, this is who she became post-marrying Prince Harry, so love it. Never let go of who you are. Never let go of that title, girl. It's your bag. And for me personally, the biggest takeaway from her little trailer, these two. Still in love, still happy, even though the press and all you naysayers want to tear them apart. No, they are stronger than ever. Anyways, With Love, Mehgan drops January 15th, and I will be watching and sharing my thoughts.
Well, look who's working again. I watched the trailer, and this is like one of the opening scenes from With Love, Mehgan. Looks like she's trying to rebrand as Martha Stewart, but with less charisma. Some of the stuff she made looked cute. There's just something, like there's no riz, there's no charisma. Her hair looks great. She looks a tiny bit thin. And this is coming from a fellow mixed girl. So it's a very hot take. But it seems like she has people very divided. And at first, of course, I was like, oh my God, mixed girls stay winning. And they kind of are, though. I mean, Calvin Harris married a mixed girl. Taylor Russell was bone and hairy for a hot minute. And there's been some others I'm sure I'm forgetting off the top of my head. Anyways, she just doesn't do it for me. And I wish she did. And as much as she studied Diana, it's just not giving. And it's almost like she tries too hard. I'll watch it. I listen to the Spotify. I watch the other stuff. And it's just like both of them are hardcore in this victim narrative. And it's like, can you get something else? And this is cute. It's like, okay, we're going to bake. We're going to this. We're going to that. Maybe the next Martha are trying to be. But she just doesn't have it. I'm not getting the riz. I'm not getting, I want something. And I don't know what it is, but there's like a authenticity that's missing. Or maybe she's just very concerned about her image, and rightfully so. She's gotten dragged through the press, and a lot of it has been because of shit she's done. And as a girl, bitch, you cannot lie to us saying you never Googled him, you don't know who he is. Girl, please. Girl, fucking please. So anyways, you know, we'll be watching with bated breath and waiting for this jam. So, man, the fuck? Her shit's all over the place. And granted, I am not a PR or branding expert, but I can let you know, like, what's working and what's not. That's a hot-ass mess. So, good luck, Megan, Harry. I'm sure y'all have money. You'll be all right. And at the end of the day, he is a royal. The babies are royal, so you always have that to fall back on. But I don't know, girl. I don't know. We might have to do a sit-down interview again at some point and just keep it 100 because this shit ain't working. It's not working.